I want to talk about 2 stories that I read. I read the Arnold book, the old school Arnold book that they released in like 77, and it's all about how he came up, and then that's the first part of it, and the other half part of it is how you should train.
Okay.
We're not going to go into that because it's basically what we've been saying, like old school movements are the best movements.
Right.
But we're not going to go into that. So the first, you know how he went to his first competition? So he got invited to Mr. Universe in Germany. And he's in the military. And he took the military position just to kind of please his parents. Because they were all against him doing bodybuilding and stuff. The European
Was this
mindset.
in the documentary I watched?
Probably.
This sounds familiar.
Probably. But it was in the book as well. And the parents were against it, so he went into the military. But he got like leeway because he was an athlete. So he can train during the military training, like in a gym, for real, because he was an athlete. So he gets invited to the Mr. Universe. But he can't leave. So he's like, what the fuck should I do here? So he lays there. He can't sleep for like 2 days. And he decides to bail. Like, he's going over the fence, climbing a fence, running to a train, getting himself to Germany with like pennies. So he has to change trains all the time just to get to Germany. He gets to the competition. He has no posing trunks or anything. No oil. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing there. So he borrows a pair of stage trunks. And they oil him in. He goes out there and he wins it. And then he wins it. He goes back on the train with the little money he has, climbs over the fence again, and go back.
As he should.
And he gets put in isolation for 7 days.
And it was fucking worth it.
And then when they let him out, he gets treated like a hero. They like use him as an example.
Oh, you have to punish him, but
the officers like,
you.
if you want something, go after it. Look at Arnold, what he did. So he kind of committed like a military crime, but
yeah, he went AWOL. It's called.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, that's the term, AWOL.
That's it's so funny. But and then after that, he was demanded to train. So he had to train for 3 hours a day. And it was like military guy going, when they went past the window and saw that he was resting or something, they were knocking like, hey, go fucking train. So
it was almost like he was in, yeah.
So he was like military trained in the gym. So that's all he did in the gym.
As he should. That's why Arnold's the greatest.
Yeah. And another funny story. So he wins Mr. Universe for like the 3rd time in England. And he gets back. He's all fucking happy. And he gets back, started training again. And what they did back then, they trained hard in the morning. So like 2 hours in the morning, they trained hard. Then they went and had a whole chicken at this beer place and like 2 beers. And then they went back and trained for 2 hours. And he was like, I need to change my approach a little bit because I'm not growing that much. I need to shock the body. So he and a buddy took a barbell. They settled on one movement and they went into the woods. And they were doing, say there was back squats, they were doing back squats for 3 hours in the woods.
It's a bit much.
And they did that once a week. So the next week they did bench press for 3 hours. Next week they did like overhead presser for 3 hours.
But it's not 3 hours continuously.
No, one work, one rest.
Yeah.
And so they did like
because you know for growth you need to rest a little bit.
Yeah, crazy amount of sets. And then after a while it became like a party. So they brought girls out there. They were grilling. They were drinking wine. They were banging, and they were just
while they're doing bench press.
Yes. So they were just doing bench press, just sitting down by the grill, drinking wine, and then banging chicks.
There's no holes in that.
It's so fun.
There's no holes in that.
And like, it sounds so ridiculous, but it's Arnold, and he looks so good. So it worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah. I just thought it was so funny that they made a party out of it. Him, his boy, and they brought like 7 girls. Did barbecue, drank wine, made love. It's
Got it.
In the book.
All right.
So yeah, so if you want to grow, go into the woods, do back squats for 3 hours, bring girls.
With women and beer and grill.
Yeah. So that's my fitness tip for the day.